Testing, 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 testing.
Testing, testing,
All right, we
testing,
good.
testing.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keys back with another weekly stock slash futures weekly analysis. Dang, my bad, y'all. My bad. Hold up, why my mic? Give me 1 second, y'all. Why my mic showing super red? Let me go listen to the audio real quick.
Testing, testing, testing. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keys back with another stock slash futures.
I don't know. Hopefully it's straight. I might turn it down just a tad bit because I don't know why it's going to the red. But yeah, back with another weekly analysis stream. Stock slash futures. Today is Sunday, May 10th, 2026. We finna be doing our analysis for the week of May 11th through I believe the 14th. Let me make sure. Yeah, through the 15th. Okay, through the 15th. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change this title because I put the 14th on the title. Alright, so change this up real quick. 3:15. There we go. Alright. Yeah, man. Finna be getting into this weekly analysis. Other than that, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. We try to do a weekly analysis video every Sunday. Usually around this time, around like 8. Sometimes it be later, just depends on, whenever I be able to get on. But usually Sundays, we usually do our weekly analysis video for the week, looking at stocks and futures that we potentially will like to trade throughout the week. Okay. All right. But first thing first, we have to go over the economic calendar for this week. So we're going to pull that up. If you want to know where do we get our economic calendar from, we use investing.com. We put it on 3-star news, United States news only. So if you're ever wondering why our economic calendars sometimes are shorter than most calendars you could look at out there, it's because we put on the United States news only, high impact news only, because we really only care too much about the high impact news. Okay? And again, that is investing.com. All right. Looking at this economic calendar going into this week, really got I guess you could say a jam-packed week, man. We got news almost every day. So definitely looking forward to this week. Really want to see what this market want to do. We're sitting at all-time highs on a couple things, couple stocks and stuff. So definitely want to see what this market wants to do and have and tell for us for this week. All right, but going into this week, starting off, we got Monday, May 11th, 2026, 9 a.m. We got existing home sales. That is a nice market mover. Usually give us like a little spike in the market. It is at 9 a.m. so it's after market opens. So we have to be careful during that time. Just be on the lookout for that news to come out. But that is the only news event on that day. Now we will potentially have some volatility due to it being Monday market opening. Sometimes we can get a huge push on Monday. Sometimes we don't really do nothing on Monday. So just come with an open mind on Monday. Market could either move or it could not. But we do have that 9 a.m. news, so we are expecting some volatility come at that time. Okay. But other than that, it looked like a pretty much normal Monday. Not too worried about Monday as of now. Then we're going into Tuesday, May 12th. 7:30, we got CPI. CPI. Also got CPI, core CPI at 7:30. Then at 12 at noon, we have 10-year auction note. So definitely everybody knows CPI is a huge market mover. Now the good thing is, hey, it happens at 7:30 before market opens. When it comes to the G.F.T family over here, man, we don't trade before the market opens. So we really not gonna be too affected by it unless we're swinging like an options trade. Other than that, we should be able to normally trade at 8:30. We just gotta may give the market a couple minutes before we jump straight in because that CPI news coming out at 7:30 may have some volatility getting pushed in when market actually open due to the CPI news. So be on the lookout for that. And then at noon, we got the auction, the note auction. So definitely expect some type of spike with it coming out. But all in all, I think it's somewhat normal Tuesday. It's just that CPI. CPI probably move us pretty good in the pre-market and even when the market opens. So all right, so that's Tuesday. Then we got Wednesday, May 13th, 7:30 a.m. We got PPI, huge. 9:30 a.m. crude oil, and then at noon we have 30-year bond auction. Okay, so first thing first, PPI, just almost like CPI, huge. Basically same thing. We usually expect some volatility when PPI come out. Be on the lookout for that. That is at 7:30. That's another thing. Is at 7:30. That's a good thing. It's before market open, so we don't really gotta worry about it too much. We just let it come out at 7:30 and see what it does when 8:30 come and the market actually opens up. How it reacts. Okay. Um, then at 9:30 we got crude oil. Y'all know how we feel about crude oil. It's a hit or miss. We really, honestly, we trade through crude oil. We're not really scared of crude oil most times because usually crude oil only affect the oil stuff. So, not too worried about trading through crude oil. Then at noon we have the 30-year bond auction. Pretty much treated like that 10-year note auction. I expect some type of spike, or at least some type of push to a certain side. But we tend to be off before noon. So I mean, if you on the charts at that time, just be aware at noon that's coming out. So maybe 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after, give it some time to um move around. When the volatility come in, anticipate some volatility. All right. Then we're going into Thursday, May 14th. 7:30 a.m. We got retail sales, core retail sales, and then initial jobless claims. All 7:30 news, all pre-market news. But they are all important. They're all important, but it's all pre-market news. It's pretty much the same thing as what I was saying on the other days that we have pre-market news. Let 8:30 come, see how the market want to react after the news is being put out. Other than that, it should be a normal trading day. Then, if you can see, we do not have Friday up here. So, as of right now, it doesn't state that Friday has any huge news coming out, high impact news. So, as of now, we don't have no high impact news listed for Friday. But I always tell y'all, check y'all economic calendar every day because just because we see this calendar looking like this on Sunday doesn't mean it's gonna stay the same throughout the week. New events get pushed on certain dates. Some events get pushed back. So you always gotta look at your economic calendar to stay up to date when news come out. Okay. Other than that, that's the economic calendar. So now we're gonna get into the earnings report. Give me 1 second. Alright. Give me 1 second. Pull this up on. See if I can pull it up on my phone. Man, y'all, when I tell y'all I was I dozed off. I was supposed to come straight in and do the do our weekly analysis. I dozed off, man. I swear. Of course, it's Mother Day. Shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you. Hopefully, you had a wonderful day today. But I spent some time with my mom today, and man, I didn't expect to be out as late, which wasn't really late, but I wasn't expecting to be out as late. Got home and I was just super tired, man. Took a nap. Ended up getting up late, so that's why we kind of got to stream a little later than normal. But it's okay. We here now, so let's get into it, man. Looking at the earnings report, man. Earnings for this week. Um, first thing first, Monday. Monday before the open. Let's see, do we have any names that look familiar? Boom. Monday before open, I really don't see nothing. After the close, I mean, I don't trade Marathon. Maybe that's interesting, but I don't trade it. Maybe Quantum Computers QCI. I never traded it, never looked at it, but I think I might want to look at this and maybe 3D systems. We might have to actually look at those charts. They sound interesting, but I'm not too familiar because I never traded them before. So Monday, right as of right now, I'm gonna say I don't really see nothing crazy right for Monday. Okay, going into Tuesday before the open. Maybe C. Maybe it is. Really, it's pretty much like Monday. I don't really see nothing too crazy. And that's another thing. If you're new here, usually I just point out the names I recognize. Trading for earnings on the earnings report. If it's anything that I skip over and don't call out or don't notice, feel free to comment down below. Hey Keith, this stock is pretty nice. Should you check them out? Or maybe need to check them out, start paying attention to them. Hey, comment down below. Put me on to anything that I may overlook, man. So, but as of right now, other than C, I really don't see nothing crazy. After the close, Oklo. Oklo is a familiar name for me, so I can see Oklo. I never traded, but it's a familiar name for me. Carman Space Defense. I ain't never seen that before, but maybe that could be interesting. I'm just be honest, man. I don't see nothing too crazy. All right, going to Wednesday before the open. Man, it might be some sleepers around here. Maybe it's just some stuff I'm not familiar with, but they actually be moving. But I see Wick down there. Other than that, I don't really see nothing before the open on that either. After the close, Cisco. That's about it. Cisco about it. Yeah, Cisco. Then going into Thursday before the open, we got Klarna. Okay, that's a little bit. We're starting to get a little bit somewhere. Got Klarna, we got Yeti. I'm not sure what. Well, maybe Brookfield. I know Klarna and Yeti for sure. Okay, after the close Thursday. Okay, this is kind of more so what I'll be looking for. Applied Materials. I definitely will be checking them out. I do know about Applied Materials. Um, mm, Other than that, Rumble maybe. I ain't heard about Rumble in a while, y'all. I didn't even know they still doing stuff. Maybe Rumble. Then Friday to finish off the week. Really don't see nothing Friday. Okay. The biggest thing that I probably be looking for is Klarna and Applied Materials. Maybe C. But Thursday to me look like the main Thursday or Wednesday. Cisco. I'm gonna say Thursday, the main one. I'll probably be looking out for the earnings. But other than that, it maybe some sleepers, like I said, man. Let me know down below if y'all see something. But as of now, those are only two that I really look forward to, the Applieds and corner. Okay. Now let's spend enough time on these charts, on this economic calendar and earnings report. Let's get into these charts now. All right, going into this chart, man. Look, I bet, man. I'm gonna tell y'all now. We ate off them dang Teslas last week, and it's like I just every time I get on these charts, the Tesla chart up. Like, man, look what we did. We ended up. If you haven't catched it, man, look. I mean, if you haven't seen, we ended up catching these buys here. We caught buys on Monday at 385. So didn't trade on Tuesday. Came back down to 385 again. Bought again. Ended up riding that mug all the way up here. Okay, riding it all the way up to the 400s. We was aiming for 420, and they shot past it, but we just didn't trade on Friday. That's all. But beautiful trade, man. That was a beautiful, nice, easy trade we took. So, but let's get into it this week, man. We can't dwell on the past. We got to continue to look for some nice trades just like that coming up. Okay. All right, going into this week. Last week, looking at the weekly, we're on SPY weekly chart. Looking at the weekly from last week, man, we just straight bulls, man. We just ripped straight to higher highs, all-time highs. No pullbacks. Okay, like we got no pullbacks yet, man. We just went straight higher highs. So we have to be careful, okay? Have to be careful of a pullback potentially coming. I'm not saying, oh, be scared to trade loans. No, I'm not saying be scared to trade loans. But we always got to anticipate, hey, what comes after making higher highs? Potential higher lows, okay? Some type of low got to come. But while we got all these green candles, we staying bullish, man. We staying bullish until we finally, market has to prove to us that it's ready to come down by giving us a red weekly candle, okay? Other than that, we got to just keep riding the wave to the upside, man. Got to keep riding the wave to the upside until the market shows us otherwise, okay? Looking at that weekly though, we did leave another. Did we leave another gap? Let me check to make sure. Yes, we did leave another gap here. Did leave another gap here. That kind of makes me think we want to keep pushing a little bit higher. Makes it at least to come retest this previous week high. Well, we'll have to see, man. Really, the only thing we can take from this is, hey, it was a green week last week, so market closed above previous week's high. So it's showing signs of continuation, man. We anticipating to keep moving higher. Now, how much higher is the question since it's at all time? Hold up, give me a second, y'all. I said OBS disconnected. Let me make sure the stream's still going. It said OBS disconnected. I don't know, we're getting some connection issues. See, testing. Oh yeah, we good. Like I was saying though, the daily is bullish, man. We do have a daily fair value gap down here, at 727. Really not expecting us to come down here and retest it unless we start switching bears. Like we start getting some red candles to come in. If we start switching bears, then maybe we will retest it. Try to see if market want to bounce to go back higher. But other than that, right now it's in the uptrend. We're gonna follow the uptrend, man. We're gonna be looking for some longs this week. Definitely, the first target is to come retest this previous high. So retest Friday highs at 738.08. I kind of want to see, do we gap down in the morning? You know, do we not? I ain't gonna say it is a gap down, because if it opens up down here, I mean, it gapped from where it previously closed, but not like leave an actual gap between counts. That's what I'm trying to say. But do we open up like in the middle of this previous candle or not? If we do, that'll be perfect for me, because then I'll just be looking for us to start switching bullish, and I'll take it up to 738. But if we open up somewhere near 738, I still be looking for the loans to go back up to that 738 high, but it just, it's so close to target. I might rather want to wait on it to get above the 738, start building some base. above 738, and then try to go higher. Okay. So if the key level we're focused on is at 738. Once we get to 738, do we build base above to continue to go higher, or do we build base below, like we come above and come right back below to start going back short? That's the biggest thing I'm trying to see. So do we push higher, or do we come back below? 738 is my key level as of right now. Okay, and then I'm really not looking for shorts unless we, like I said, make a low high, lower low, make a downtrend, or if we come break that 729 level. Okay, really pretty much that's it. Plain and simple. We look for them longs back up to 738. If we above 738, we continue to take longs. If we go above it and come immediately right back below, make downtrend underneath, we'll look for potential shorts probably. But that is the game plan, man. That is the game plan. Really not too interesting, not too much we can take from it just due to it being all-time highs. And we already made a new higher high. So it's not the ideal trades to get in right now. But other than if we have to get in something, like I said, we're looking to go long. Okay. Looking to go long. All right. Going to QQQ. Pretty much same as SPY, man. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Bullish weekly. Close green, close above previous candle, one weekly high. So it's showing us sign for continue to go higher. Going down to the daily, we in an uptrend, clear as day. Yeah, in an uptrend, clear as day. I keep these orange. Usually I delete this, but I keep them. Target high is the Friday high, 7/11/23. So maybe we can open up lower tomorrow, and then we can try to take it back up to the 7/11. If it opens up close to it or even past it, we'll just be waiting on it to try to build base above 7/11 to try to go higher. Shorts, only way we look for shorts, you gotta make us a downtrend before. Make us a downtrend on the daily, or it gotta come break to 691 before we start looking for shorts. Okay. Really, like I said, not the best, not the most interesting charts, but we gotta work with what we gotta work with at all-time highs, man. Gotta work with what we gotta work with. Definitely, we will see us not sizing heavy, at least at the start of this week. When it comes to spot QQQ, just because it's not the best spot to be going heavy. All-time highs, just made a higher high. We need some type of pullback, for us to really want to go heavy. So we're wanting to pull back to really be able to go heavier in the trade. Okay. As of right now, we can't go super heavy just because we at them highs. So it's a tricky spot, it's a tricky spot, but we should be able to trade it. Okay. Stick to the game plan, be able to trade it. Now, going into the stocks. My stocks for this week, man. First off, Tesla. Like I said, we ate off of Tesla last week, man. We coming right back to it. Man. Tesla weekly. Bullish, man. We in the uptrend on the weekly. Bullish, man. We bullish on the weekly on Tesla. We got high, low, higher, high, uptrend. Took out previous high here. The next target high, we closed past it. Next target high is right here at 436.35. So that's where I'm aiming for this week, man. I'm aiming for 436.35. First, if Tesla, opens up or pulls back at the start of the week, I'm gonna let it pull back. Soon as start making an uptrend, I'm aiming for this previous week's high at 431, and then if we can build above there, I'm definitely looking for that 436 level. Those are my two targets: 431, 436. Now, it could very well push, up to 452, but I'm not expecting to do all of that this week. But it might do it. You never know, man. It might push all the way up to 452. But definitely 436, 431 are my two targets for this week when it comes to Tesla. Dropping down to that daily. Like I said, we're bullish, man. It is a little tricky because we did just make new higher highs. Do got to be on the lookout for that. So at some point, it can pull back on us. But other than that, we did leave a gap. It was like a super small gap. We left a small gap between Thursday and Friday candle. We got a gap between Wednesday and Thursday candle. So we got multiple gaps that the market could pull back to before trying to go higher. Looking at the daily, next target daily high, it's sitting here at that 436, same as the weekly. So we're looking for that 436 to get taken out, man. We're looking for that 436 taken out. I do see this daily gap here at 430.73. Did we tap it with this candle? Yes, we did, 431. So we did tap into it. So we very well could see that pullback potentially happen at the start of the week. See a slight pullback, and then when it's ready to start pushing back up, take them longs and see if we can push through that 436 level. Okay, so let me mark out that gap because I didn't even mark out that gap that I see here. So let's mark that out. So this could be where market tried to reverse on us at. Okay, if it don't want to keep pushing. See, we tapped into that daily gap, but good thing it was a green, so we can get a slight pullback and then try to come back up and try to break through. But if we get a red candle, then I know we coming down because hey, it tapped the gap and it showed it that's not ready to go up. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm bullish on Tesla. Really, like I said, daily, you really ain't got no entry for the daily because we don't have no pullback. We more so have to trade this based off the hourly. So, like I said, we open up. Maybe you gotta look for some type of pullback, maybe back into this hourly gap here. Start switching back bullets off the hourly gap, then we take the long. But definitely look for longs still on Tesla. Just gotta kind of wait on it to develop. Maybe gotta wait till after Monday. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, next on the list, AMD. AMD. Last week I told y'all I wasn't looking for AMD. Well, I didn't say I wasn't looking for AMD, but I was saying it's risky to trade AMD because we was at all time highs last week, and I said that we need some type of pullback. This is how we looked last week. If anybody wants to know, let's move this. Last week we were looking like this, starting to looking like this. Okay, I said, hey, I could take loans. It did close past previous high. We could try to take loans to go higher. But I said, the only reason I'm not taking it is because that's too big of a stop. It's at 60. Last low was at 310. That's like $40 potential pullback. Even if it just pull back to the daily gap, that's still like a $25 pullback. So I was like, nah. To me, I need to have some base getting built. Unfortunately, we didn't get to check it out throughout the week. I wasn't paying attention to it just because we was focused on that Tesla, but it did end up giving us a red candle up here, and then boom, gave us a green. This could have been an entry to go ahead and get in here, or you could have waited till it crossed that high, and it gapped. You know what I'm saying? We just ran. We ran. It gapped up, kept going, man. So it did give us a new base. It did give us a new base. I can't say that, but what I was about to say, it gave us a new base, but we didn't get to capitalize or see it, But it's fine. It's completely fine. Because the good thing is now we got another base that got created, and it's a lot. It's still a big gap, It's 450 to 410. But it gave us another base up here. So I'm looking for pretty much the same thing that's been happening here. I want a red candle to come, and then that next green candle, I'm ready to go long. Okay, red candle come, next green candle, I'm ready to go long. I definitely would love if Monday can be that red candle. Not too sure if it will though. But but no matter what, if we get a pullback on AMD, probably on that hourly, and we start switching bullets, I'm looking to take it back up to that 456. level. Okay, that's where I'm looking to take it back up to. Other than that, like I said, we get that red candle and then can flip green, then I'll definitely like take the loans back up. So really, a lot of these charts y'all to see, we gotta kind of wait on them to develop a little bit more, but they in the trends though. So like Tesla in the uptrend, AMD in the uptrend. So we know to look for longs. And then Google, um, Google might be a little bit better um to try to trade just because it's closer to the stop loss level. Or I keep saying stop loss, solidified level. Google bullish, got uptrend going on. Let me look at the weekly though. Yeah, weekly was bullish. Uptrend going on daily. It just broke previous high, so it made a higher high. Honestly, Google, I dang near want to get in Google on Monday, but we'll have to try. I have to see it make that uptrend. I have to see it make that uptrend above 397.36. We got an uptrend above 397.36. I'll definitely look to take them longs. At least try to take it up to that 400 level, man. Take it up to 400. It might even push even harder, but at least try to take it up to that 400 level. Possibly 405. Okay. I mean, not 405, 402. Okay. So that is what we're definitely bullish on Google until we break a previous low. Give me a second. I'm trying to set these lines. That's good enough. Until we break this low here at 390. Once we break 390, or if we make a downtrend, then I'll be looking to go short or be bearish at least. But other than that, I'm bullish right now. For Google. Bullish for Google. Then we're going into ARM. I don't think I was looking for nothing with ARM. Oh, ARM got high, low, higher, high. It's already in its pullback stage as of now. So ARM, I kind of just really just looking for one green candle. That's all I'm waiting on is a green candle for ARM. I really don't want it to come back below 198.35. But all I'm really looking for is just a green candle on ARM, and I'm ready to take it back up to 230. Oh, is it 237 or is it? Yeah, 237. So really, ARM probably the most ready chart. All it needs is one green daily candle for me to go long. Looking at that weekly, the weekly was bullish. So we had high, low, higher, high. Okay, so it's bullish. Yeah, I just need one green candle on ARM, and I'm ready to go long. Yeah, ARM probably had to be our main watch first, because it's the most ready. Then Meta and Nvidia, all of them, I'm not really interested in them this week, just because, at least as of right now, because they got to develop a little bit more. I did put on Meta. If we break that 624.98 level, possibly look for them longs above. Not too sure. It depends on how we cross it. Because that will make an uptrend if we don't take these lows out. They'd be high, low, higher, high. So potentially look for the longs if we cross above there. That's my idea. Nvidia, it's in an uptrend, it's bullish. I just need a pullback. That's all I'm looking for is some type of pullback, and then like a red and a green. That green I'll take to keep going higher. CrowdStrike is just straight bullish. Dang near can't get in. But I do got target levels to scalp. You know, if I want to get in and out quick, I got certain targets, but I gotta be in the uptrend to get in on Crowd. Coinbase, really didn't care for Coinbase chart. Microsoft, I didn't care about that. So yeah, that is our stocks. Now let's go check out these futures, then we're gonna call it a night, man. So going to the futures. M and Q, pretty much same as QQQ. It's just the futures versions. Looking at the daily. Daily is bullish. Uptrend clear as day. We should be aiming for previous candle high, which was Friday's high at 29,383. So our target should be what? Take out that previous high. It already done it. It done it overnight. Did it today on Sunday. We already took our previous high. So at this point, we at the market mercy, man. We at the market mercy. Does it want to build base above? Because it's going higher, or do we build down to underneath to come on down? That's the biggest thing. Okay. Um, even when I looked at the charts at 5 when it opened up. No, I looked at 6 after it already opened up. And I had seen an uptrend form. I seen an uptrend form right here, and I was like, soon as I seen that uptrend form, I was like, yeah, we going up there to take them highs out tonight. And that literally just went straight up there and took them out, man. So I wanted to take the trade, but like we said, we do not trade on Sundays, man. We do not trade on Sundays, so we got a game plan, and we got to stick to it. Why? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Why do I got volume on the bottom of my chart? Actually, let's just delete that. I don't do volume. I used to do it when I first started trading, but not no more, man. I don't put that on our charts. Um, yeah, so it already did what it was supposed to do. So at this point, we're at the mercy of the market, man. We probably just come on the hourly and see if we above, or go on the 5 minutes, see if we're above 29,383, or if we below it, and trade that direction. Okay. I really would want to take longs, but if we gotta take shorts, we have to take shorts. But I really rather take longs. So really not interested on MQ as much. Probably be a choppy sideways day. You never know. NYM I was saying, hey, look for them longs. When I was looking at this chart earlier, we got high, low, higher, high. Made a low, green candle came. Should be expecting us to go back to them high. But I did notice, hey, we pushed below this green candle. So only thing I can say, if this candle can flip back on green, then we should be trying to go up here to that previous high. But if this candle stay red, that will be making a downtrend. So I wouldn't be in the longs, okay? Um, so honestly, my biggest thing I'm focusing on is, do we stay underneath this low here at 49,583, or do we start building base above? Okay, we start building uptrend above it on the lower time frame, then I like the longs. If we stay in below it, then probably won't even trade, because I want to see if we actually close down there to continue to drop. Okay, and that is our futures. We really don't go over gold no more. If anybody asks, hey man, where gold at? We don't go over gold. After all the firms, was trying to limit gold and stuff, and sometimes we couldn't trade gold, and they was blocking it. I just left gold alone completely, man. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's what we're looking for this week. Um, so yeah, be sure to, if you want to get some one free signal on out the week on a Monday or Friday, be sure to join the Discord. I gotta start leaving links in the description, man. I gotta start leaving links in the description. Um, but I will try to have it. I will have the link in the description on this video. But go to the link, click on the Discord, and join the Discord, G.F.T Trading Discord. You get one free signal on a Monday, one free signal on a Friday. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna make money with the signal or not, but it's just a signal. If you want to take the trade, you can at your own risk. I'm not telling you to. But yeah, definitely join the Discord, man. We're going to be having different things going on. Sometimes I might stream just only in the Discord. Sometimes I might do a giveaway. in the Discord. So be sure to join the Discord, man. And hey, if you join the Discord, you gotta be subscribed to the YouTube, man. Gotta be subscribed to YouTube. Cause if I do giveaways and stuff, I'm gonna be looking at that. I'm gonna look and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube or not. But yeah, man. Um, live streams this week is on Monday and Friday, so be on the lookout for that on YouTube if you're not in Discord. We're live streaming Monday and Fridays, so y'all will catch me around that market open time. I should be live. Um, yeah. Other than that, y'all have a good trading week, man. And your boy Keys is out. Peace.